Hey ghouls and gals, you are here today with Raven Faye, and I'm going to be showing you how I do a latex pour. I've already started a little bit. As you can see, we already have the red lips and the red nose in here, which means that that's already dry. So I'm going to go in next with pre-mixed white latex paint, and I'm using Black Lagoon latex. I'm going to do a thin coat of the white, just like I did the red. And this is because I want the latex mask to already have its color on it, and I don't want to have to color it afterwards. I just find it easier doing it this way. So I'm just gonna squirt this guy up with some white here, and then paint it in. And where I'm painting is where I'm obviously going to have the white portion of the mask. I'm making sure to get in underneath any crevices, like under the eyebrows. Sometimes the paint doesn't go quite through there. On the sides, on the inner part of the lip here. I don't have to worry about the inside of the nose because I already have the color that I want there, which is red. I'm gonna put a little bit more paint on the teeth because I don't want it to I don't want the latex to be able to be seen through. So I'm gonna put a nice little layer on the teeth. We're gonna be using some Black Lagoon mask making latex. I'm gonna pop this guy open, which it's actually kind of difficult. Boom. We're gonna get this guy all set up, and we're gonna slowly pour in the latex from the big old bucket. I always like to have a paper towel ready so I can wipe up any excess so I don't really make a mess. We're just gonna pour it in. I'm gonna slowly pour it in. I'm gonna pour in a little bit at a time, and then kind of mix it. Not mix it, but make sure that it's gotten in all of the holes so there's no air bubbles. And especially in these little cheek parts, like any kind of deeper parts, is where I want to make sure I get it first. Because it'll settle, but not that much, I think. And in the eyebrows, because those are pretty deep too. Let's go ahead and add some more. Alright, that'll be good for now. And then we're going to wipe up this excess here, just like that. We're going to put our brush in and kind of just slowly move it around to make sure that try our best not to get any air pockets, because air pockets means weak masks, and we don't want that, do we? Wiped off this excess. We're gonna put a piece of plastic or a plastic wrap, or I have the press and seal. We're gonna push that against this, and we're gonna let it sit for about 30 minutes. So our timer went off. We're gonna go ahead and take this latex out. We're gonna get our prosthetic in the making, and we're gonna dump it over into the latex vat. Just get that guy off. And because we put the plastic wrap on, it doesn't have like a congealed state on the top, which is very nice. So with this particular nose, I don't want a crap ton of latex in there. So I'm just gonna scoop it out just a tiny bit. And it'll make it easier for me to get it out later too. Scrape all this off the side. And then I'm gonna put it upside down. Boom. Then we're gonna let that sit for like 20 minutes. Our time is up. We're gonna flip this guy and see how it looks. All right, that's looking pretty great. Wow. We're gonna put this latex up and get it out of the way. Making sure to push down on it. Little tip with the latex, I'm gonna put a layer of duct tape around the outside. The reason I do this is because I don't want any air going inside. And when it got shipped to me, it had tape on it, even though that tape is long gone now. But if they're putting tape on it, I want some tape on it, just to make sure that I don't get any air and this latex lasts me as long as it possibly can. Altogether, it looks pretty good.
Yes!
I like that I have big pulls in the cheek area, the nose area, and the brow area. And I'm just gonna set it upside down and let it sit. Usually, honestly, I leave it overnight and it's still not done. Sometimes I put it outside, but if I put it outside, I make sure to put a layer of saran wrap over it so no bugs or anything gets into it. I'm just gonna clean this nose up just a tiny bit. I don't really care about the eye because I'm gonna cut that eye out. And we're just gonna let gravity do its thing and let it settle. The latex mask has been sitting for about 2 days, 2 nights, really. Let's go ahead and pull it out and see what it looks like. I'm gonna just start peeling up from these edges here because it's already kind of coming loose. It's pretty easy to pull. The most difficult part is gonna be this nose area, but I like to get the outside of the edge first. And as you see, it's kind of just pulling on that nose part. So what I do is I go in here and I just kind of squeeze the nose and pull at the same time with my finger. So, and I don't want to tear it, so that's why I'm being very careful with it. There we go. That's a good little break. Boop. I love Black Lagoon latex mostly because it does not stick to each other very much, or at least it's easy to pull apart, as you can see. But we're gonna go ahead and go in with our cornstarch and a fluffy little brush, and we're gonna just powder all of this up right here. I think it turned out pretty good. Let me know what you guys think. This is going to be your end result for a latex pour mask. You just got the mask itself. And boom, next steps would be to cut it and paint it. And I'll show you guys that in another video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, share it with a friend. And make sure you guys subscribe and follow. And as always, check you later.